When you arrive backstage at a pro wrestling event, I think the first thing you must do is find the run sheet, the lineup for the evening's card, and read it top to bottom. But if you don't know how to interpret what it says, you won't know how to put your match together. I've got a detailed breakdown of everything you need to know next. I'm Mike Quackenbush, and this is Till We Make It. I've been working in professional wrestling for over 30 years now, and throughout my career, I've been fortunate enough to work in front of the cameras as a pro wrestler, referee, ring announcer, and commentator. And I've also worked behind the scenes in wrestling as a promoter, booker, agent, coach, consultant, and a bunch of other things. And I bring the sum total of all those experiences, and I serve it right up here to you week in and week out until we make it. If you're down with that, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and join the Till We Make It tribe. Subscribe right now. I want to start by shouting out three of my newest patrons. So welcome aboard Jeff, Arnaud, and Jim. I am glad to have you. And if you'd like to join my Patreon, there is a link down below in the descriptus. It could be you I'm shouting out in a future Till We Make It. I'll add you to this roll call of all my awesome patrons. You'll get an extra Till We Make It video every single week. And even at the lowest tier of support, just $5 a month, you'll start unlocking over 1,000 posts overflowing with pro wrestling knowledge and experience. It's literally a few clicks away. So jump on that link. Today's episode will afford me the opportunity to go really in depth about pro wrestling run sheets, or what you might think of as the lineup for the card. This is the sort of thing that the uninitiated might spot hanging in a locker room somewhere and think, oh, this is the script. And I want to be really clear about this. No one in pro wrestling calls it the script. No one. So if you happen to be backstage, maybe it is your first time ever performing on a pro wrestling card, if you walked up to the run sheet, to the lineup, and said, is this the script to everyone around, you have basically just told the rest of the roster, I don't belong here, because no one in wrestling refers to it by that term. I also want to be clear about this point. A run sheet, like we're going to be looking at in just a few seconds here, or a lineup, is different from a TV format. And a TV format gets really granular in its production details. It is definitely skewed harder toward the production team and less toward talent, although every sector needs to be able to read and interpret these: office, talent, and production. Everybody needs to be able to read and correctly interpret the information on these documents. And to help you along, we're going to take a really deep dive into run sheets right now. Together, you and I are going to work our way through this entire run sheet for the next event for VWP. At the very top, these are general notes everybody needs to be reading. Like the referee decision is final. That means you better get your shoulder up before the 3 count. If you don't have a promo noted, don't take the mic. There's also a note here that we are 5 weeks from the next event, the Floral Shop Inferno. That's there in case you have to reference it in promos. We are 5 weeks away. We're about a month away. That is to say, I won't be seeing you next week in the ring, or I won't be seeing you tomorrow. We are 5 weeks away from the next event, the Floral Shop Inferno. And then here's the breakdown of this show. Before the stream is live, there's a pre-roll video package. So if the stream hasn't gone live, what we can infer from this is it's for the viewers in the arena. It's a promo from Rom Hairspray. This recording is 59 seconds long. Then we go live. Once it's actually live, people at home will see the animated open. It's 30 seconds long, and we're going into segment number 1. Segment number 1 is a singles match, Chess Golfenstein against Rom Hairspray. And there's some notes here. There is a synopsis underneath. Let's talk about some of these very important details, okay? Up first, you're going to notice Chess's name is underlined. On some run sheets, this might be boldface. On others, it might be italics. On others, there might be an asterisk. But this tells you who is going over. Before we go any further, if you're learning something today, would you please Leave a like-a-palooza on today's video. It would really help. Thank you.
And then underneath, you're going to see it says 8 to 10. What does that mean? This is the time of the match. Here's the trick. Specified here, you can't tell. Is this 8 to 10 opening bell to closing bell? Or is this 8 to 10 from the moment I come through the curtain until the moment the last wrestler is back? That information is contained here in the section that everyone is meant to read. All times are curtain to curtain. So not bell to bell. That means you have 8 to 10 minutes curtain to curtain. You subtract your entrances, you subtract the exit. That's about 3 minutes. That means you probably got 5 to 7 between the bells. And there's a note here, Chess needs to go up dirty with his finisher. So maybe that's a foot on the ropes. Maybe that's a pull of the trunks. There's going to be something dirty, something a little bit heelish when Chess goes over on Ram. This is followed by a post-match interview. Our stickman Echo is going to meet Chess, and it's got a hard sell for the August show. So we're 5 weeks out from the Floral Shop Inferno. Hard sell, that tells me money promo. This is a promo to sell tickets. This, yes, might be a little bit about plot and character, but boy, it is a money promo to be sure. That is what's being asked in this segment. Up next, we have Disc McIntosh against the Coaxial Warrior, accompanied to ringside by Val C. Rewind. This one is 6 to 8 minutes, curtain to curtain. Disc causes the Warrior to collide with his valet, VCR, bumping her off the apron. When Warrior rushes to her aid, he is counted out. That's how Disc McIntosh is going over in this segment, via count out. It's right here. And then there's an aftermath, including a production note. Right? This is obviously meant for the people who are going to be filming, the people who are going to be making the cuts, if the cuts are being done live in the production truck or at the toaster or whatever. Let the Val injury breathe. This angle has to hit hard with the home viewer. We're dedicating 45 seconds of airtime just to that. Segment 3. Geo wireframe against Saint Nightcycle. Here we can see, because he's underlined, Saint Nightcycle is up. Once Geo takes off his entrance goggles, this is a production note, we'll switch to black light in the arena for the Nightcycle entrance. And then this match begins with a jump start. It tells us right here. Geo can jump start the match before Saint gets his driving scarf off, and then we go tight on the ring as Barney gets the cycle backstage. What does that mean? It means that there'll be a tight camera shot only on the ring, allowing our production hand, Barney, to get the cycle backstage. We want the Nightcycle out of view. It's 12 to 14, again, curtain to curtain, to a flash pin. We're looking for a roll-up, something that comes out of nowhere. And then Geo protests that he was up before the 3. The ref waves him off and does raise Saint's hand, right? Saint Nightcycle is up. We go directly into a post-match interview. Again, our stickman Echo is going to be there to meet Geo Wireframe, who's furious and demands a rematch in August at Floral Shop Inferno. This promo must be under 60 seconds to make sure the show comes in on time. Last segment before the main event, it's a video package teasing the arrival of Commander Pinkwave. This is a pre-record. It's 21 seconds. We know exactly how long it is. That's how long these guys have to wait. Then they're headed to the ring for our main event, Simulation Centauri versus Von Meganet. What do you notice? No one's underlined. There's no indicator who's going over. And it says, "See me." Why might this be here? Well, probably because the finish had not been agreed upon when this was printed. And so you were being told to go and find the promoter, go and find the booker, find maybe the head writer to get the finish. Whoever writes this sheet, whoever makes this lineup, you got to go see them and find out what the actual finish of the match could be. There's a variety of reasons, right? Maybe they don't want it to be disclosed to the rest of the roster. They don't want it printed and hung in the locker room for whatever reason. There could be a surprise they're planning, an angle they don't want anybody to know about. You got to go and get your finish from the person who wrote the run sheet. And after 18 to 20, curtain to curtain, the main event is over. We're off the air. We're free and clear. That's what tonight, or whenever you happen to see this, right? On the 5th of July, that's what we're running with, gang. That's how you read the run sheet.
Did any of this surprise you? Or does it pretty much match your experience with run sheets and lineups in wrestling? I want to know. Tell me about it down below in the comments right now. If you want to go even further into the way wrestling is structured, grab my book, Toolbox, Building Better Pro Wrestling. It's available on Amazon or on Audible as an audiobook. It'll be sent to you digitally in a matter of seconds, or they'll mail you a hard copy if that is your preference. Also on screen, a link to my Patreon, as well as a video so you can keep on learning. Click on it and I'll see you over there.